Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMOM, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMOM podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMOM Secrets podcast. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday. Good morning. Where are you tuning in from? All right. I've got 3 things. It's going to be a quick live that I want to share with you. A still small voice, move the camera, that I heard of a little phrase that I want to give to you. A lesson that I learned yesterday, and just something that I think is so powerful for everybody. So, where are you tuning in from? Good morning. Maybe it's good afternoon for you. So number 1, a still small voice. I was laying in bed the other day, just laying in bed thinking about things that are going well in my life and our lives, things that I'm like, I'm really not doing well in this area, thinking about my vision board for the year. I was just thinking about things, right? Things that I was thankful for and things that I was like, man, I am really stinking this up. Like, I haven't started, or I've done a terrible job at that, or it's not going my way. And I was laying in bed, and I'm going to tell you, I have had probably a month, maybe a little bit longer, of just feeling like kind of like, I know I don't want to quit, but I've had to pull myself out, right? And I feel like there's a couple things that have pulled me self that I have pulled myself out of the gutter, right? I'm going to talk about the accountability piece in a second, but I was laying in bed and I was just thinking and praying and thinking, and this little voice, little thought popped into my mind, because I am a doer. Is anybody else doers? I want to achieve greatness. I want to do great things. I want to help other people. I want to inspire. I'm an action taker. And yet, there's just, this little voice. And here was the voice the other day that has changed the last 48 hours for me. And all the little voice said was, do the best that you can every day. That's it. I was laying in bed. It's probably midnight. And as I was thinking about all of these things that I felt like I wasn't doing great, circumstances and things that are out of my control, things that I'm not super excited about and I want to see change but aren't going my way. And also I'm like, there's great things to be excited about. But this little thought, this little voice, this little phrase popped into my head, and I want to share it with you. I want you to know something. We can think of our whole year on a picture board. We can have vision boards. We all have them, right? Or dreams or goals. But I want you to hear this little phrase that I heard. Do the best that you can today. Do the best that you can today. And that might look for you different than other people. You might have the best you can days. It might look different one day from the next day. But when I heard that, I was like, all right, there are things that I can't control, people I can't control, circumstances that are out of my control, and there's things that I can control. I can control my attitude, I can control my actions, and the choices that I make around my physical health, my emotional health, the people that I'm around, the things I choose to watch and listen to, right? So for whoever needs to hear that, do the best that you can today. And I'm going to add a little tagline on the things that you can control. I would say over the last 4 to 5 weeks, I've let certain people, circumstances, things that are completely out of my control take control of my mind. And I don't get to control this situation. I don't get to make decisions for it. I don't get to even, it's out of my control, but I've let it control my mindset, which has made me negative and crabby and almost waiting to quit. Does that make sense? So when I heard this little phrase, do the best that you can today, I went like this. I can do that. I can get up in the morning. I get to choose if I read or listen to something that inspires me. I get to choose to be grateful. I get to choose to go to the gym. I get to choose the food that I eat, how I treat my spouse and my kids. I get to choose all of those things. And the next day when I got up, I did that. I read, I went to the gym. It's interesting how you have to choose to be positive, but you can easily fall into the negative. Does that make sense? So, do the best that you can today. We've got great visions and great goals and things we want to accomplish. And yet, it comes down to the action that you take today. And there are things in your life that you have no control over, and don't let that no control over control up here. So, for whoever that is, for you, there you go. Also, so that was number one. I learned a lesson. Well, two. Number two, that kind of leads me into accountability. So I joined a new gym. I've been there for a week. I signed up for a year because accountability is so important. So I was talking to a new friend that I made yesterday. Our girls are friends, and then I got to meet the mom. And she was talking about her health journey. And, she's like, people know what to do. It's just doing it, right? You know what to do. How do you lose weight? If I were to ask you, for those who are listening, how do you lose weight? You probably would tell me, well, I need to eat less sugar. I need to probably eat less food. I need to make better choices. I should probably go for a walk or move my body. I need to drink my water. You know what to do. It's doing what you know, right? And so I had a great conversation with her, and yeah, it's discipline, it's consistency, and I'm going to tell you something that has shifted even my week is I know what makes me thrive throughout the day. I know what makes me excited. I know what gives me an extra pep in my step, and for me, it's getting up, working on my mindset or reading, but it's going to the gym. I've tried to do workouts at home, and I can do it. I don't do it well. I let myself off the hook. And so when I joined this gym, I have accountability. I'm paying a lot of money to go to this gym. It's way more expensive than just doing an at-home workout, right? I have a coach. The coach watches me. The coach pushes me. I've made friends there. While you try to do things by yourself, oftentimes you let yourself off the hook. So if you are expecting or you're wanting a different outcome in any area of your life, I'm going to say, I really truly believe that accountability is important in your marriage, in your parenting, in your spiritual health, in your physical health. And so for me, I've had an incredible week, but I have accountability in my workouts. I'm paying for it. And I also have somebody that's watching me and pushing me. And I've worked harder in this last week than I have in the last 6 months since we've moved to Florida because accountability is important. So take that for what it's worth in all areas of your life. If you need to start eating better, ask your friend to hold you accountable, or your sister or your mom or your coworker. Hey, I'm going to text you the food that I eat so it holds me accountable, because if I have to text you, I'm probably not going to eat the Peeps because I don't want you to see that, right? If I have to text you my food at the end of the day, not I have to, I get to, I choose to. If I choose for you to be my accountability partner, I'm not going to expect you to follow up with me. It's my responsibility to send you what I need you to see so that I don't fall trapped to what I don't want to do. Does this make sense? If you want to go to the gym, get a workout partner. You're meeting each other. You're not going to let that person down. You're going to go. Make sense? So accountability is important. Still small voice. Do the best that you can today. And then last night, I woke up in a sheer panic at midnight because my legs were cramping. I physically had to like find my glasses because I wear contacts, hobble downstairs without waking up anybody in my house to grab some water and electrolytes because I did not drink enough water yesterday, nor did I drink electrolytes. I was dehydrated. And when I get dehydrated, and especially when you are eating low carb or keto, I don't eat keto. I am more high protein, low carb. I would rather do carnivore, but I drink ketones. Electrolytes are so important. So if you are working on your health, if you're working and if you work out, and especially if you live in a place where like it's about to get hot, water isn't enough. Now you need to get your water in, but there is enough research on why you need electrolytes because your body depletes them. Your body gets rid of them. So when you add electrolytes in, it helps your cells hydrate. So if the way that you know that you're not hydrated is you don't feel good, you might have a slight headache, you kind of feel off. And if you know that your food is pretty on point, or if you have leg cramps like me, as I'm hobbling down in the middle of the night, trying not to wake anybody up to grab, so if I wake up in the middle of the night, I have to get downstairs. I have to take an electrolyte packet. I will put it in this much water and I'll slam it and it will help immediately. I'll drink some water, go back to bed. Done. I just have to get my booty from the bed to the kitchen. I should keep it by my bed. I should not let myself get dehydrated. So here's your keto, low carb, carnivore, just basic health tip of the day. It's important to stay hydrated. So always have a shaker bottle with you. Mine doesn't match today. That's fun. Half your body weight, approximately in ounces of water. And make sure you grab an electrolyte packet. Like I have some from our company that we use, or go grab your own electrolyte packet, put some Himalayan salt in your water, but that's going to hydrate your cells so that you don't have to wake up at midnight in sheer panic of freaking out because your legs are all cramped up and you can barely walk downstairs. That was me. I learned my lesson. I told my husband, I was like, man, I knew it. I should have drank more water. I didn't drink enough water. And then I had to pay for it. So still small voice of the day for who needs it. Who needs this little sentence? Do the best that you can today. Number one. Number two, accountability is important. If you've got accountability, you're more likely to succeed, I believe. And number three, drink your water and electrolytes so that you don't have to wake up in the middle of the night and go slam some salt. So I want to say this. Thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. I'm here to help the best that I can. So you can ask questions below. You can send me a message. Here's my mom fuel. I drink every single day. It's called ketones. It's incredible. We do have a couple flavors that are available that have not been for a while. It's called Life is a Peach. We have something called strawberry. Jams. Strawberry. Is it right? I'm blanking on it. Plum, Harvest Sunrise. We have so many flavors. I drink them every single day. I have for almost 9 years. Puts you in ketosis. So I don't eat keto. I drink ketones and then I eat more protein. So, and if you understand the keto diet, if you eat too much protein, it knocks you out of ketosis. Your body might not make ketones. I feel better with protein, especially as we age, women. For your own muscle preservation and also keeping your hair, protein is important and super essential. So as we get older, you want to keep your muscle. I want to keep my hair. I want to age well. Most women don't get enough protein, so eat your protein, drink some protein, prioritize protein, super, super important. That's why most people the keto part doesn't always work because it might be a little too much protein. So energy, focus, fat loss, mood, you feel incredible. Don't have to be eating keto. If you want to know more, post ketones in the comments, reach out with questions, and that little voice is for you today. Do the best that you can today with the choices that you are fully in control of. Do the best that you can today. And then when you wake up tomorrow, do the best that you can, which will be your today tomorrow. Make sense? All right. Have a wonderful day. I appreciate you. Your presence matters. We'll talk to you soon. Happy Good Friday. Bye.